Hines denies helping Shell. Jordan misconduct case deferred. And Regent supports Guyana's UN candidacy. I'm Enrico Beaufort, and this is Uncut News. Do you see news happening? Send us a tip on WhatsApp at 592-659-6151. Guyana's ambassador to the U.S., Samuel Hines, denied playing a role in hiring a U.S. lobbying firm to help businessman Nazir Shel Mohammed clear his name of allegations so he could be considered for an American visa. The BGR group hired by Mohammed submitted a report to the U.S. State Department and American Embassy to demonstrate the weaknesses of allegations of drug trafficking, gun running, gold smuggling, and homicide against the businessman. Mohammed's last American visa expired 11 years ago, and his effort to secure another one has been put on hold for administrative reasons. Acting Chief Justice Roxanne George will deliver a ruling on May the 11th regarding App News Chief Scrutineer Carol Joseph's application challenging the process used to compile the voter list for the upcoming local government elections. Joseph is asking the court to make a series of declarations, including that GCOM acted unlawfully in compiling the list of voters for the local government elections. The local government elections, which is constitutionally due every 2 years, was last held in 2018 and is scheduled for June the 12th. The government has completed the first draft of the real estate bill, which includes provisions to regulate the operation of real estate agents and transactions. The bill was compiled using feedback and recommendations from consultations with stakeholders, and legislation from other jurisdictions was also examined. The Attorney General emphasized the importance of regulating the real estate industry to comply with the anti-money laundering and countering the financing of terrorism requirements. The government hopes to have the bill enacted before Parliament goes into recess in August. Chief Magistrate Anne McLennan is set to retire on May the 15th and is going on pre-retirement leave. Principal Magistrate Sherdell Isaac Marcus is currently performing the duties of Chief Magistrate. McLennan has served as a magistrate for various districts and was appointed Chief Magistrate in 2015. She was also conferred with the Golden Era of Achievement in 2017. Attorney General Nondalol has rejected calls to cancel the US $35.4 million contract with Veridos Identity Solutions for the development of an electronic ID card system in Guyana. He clarified that such a move would be unlawful and a breach of the already signed contract, which could attract litigation and discredit the government's standing on the international stage. The government is acting in conformity with the procurement laws of Guyana when it determined necessary to sole source the contract, according to him, although that point is very debatable. Nonetheless, he also said that the EID card system will be compliant with ISO standards and accepted by the International Civil Aviation Organization for International Travel. Nonetheless, they did not go into further detail as to exactly what sort of information would be stored on that card and exactly who would have access to said what information and what protections will actually be available to make sure that our information doesn't get hacked and end up on the dark web. For example, the government has already shown that it is unable to keep up the oil auction website, which at this point you would think is probably the most important website available to the government right now, and they couldn't even keep that protected from hackers. So what's to say that this system would not also be attacked by hackers? I could go on, but maybe this is a topic for another stupid news. It's April. Keep your truck running smoothly this rainy season with high-quality parts from Powered Automotive. They stock parts from all the top brands, including Freightliner, DAF, International, and all models of Cummins engines. Visit them at Lot 491 EE Eccles, or call or WhatsApp them on telephone number 697-0171. Save big on truck parts at Powered Automotive, the #1 heavy-duty truck parts store in Guyana. Tired of waiting on hold, tracking down a delivery driver, or carrying cash for your food orders? GT Eat is here to make your life easier. Guyana's first cashless food ordering and delivery app. Choose from Georgetown's top restaurants, pay securely with your card, and get your food delivered right to your doorstep. With the convenience of being able to order from your phone and the added feature of tracking your order, GT Eats is the ultimate solution for all your food needs. Download the app on Apple and Android stores and start ordering the easy way today. The trial for former Finance Minister Winston Jordan, who was charged with misconduct in public office, has been deferred to April the 24th. Jordan is accused of selling state property to BK Marine at a grossly undervalued price. The Attorney General has also filed civil proceedings against Jordan to overturn the sale. Jordan denies any wrongdoing, but has been implicated in other, quote, nefarious transactions under the previous APNU AFC regime, according to the Attorney General. The trial is part of investigations into alleged instances of corrupt government transactions between 2015 and 2020. But why should we stop there? How about we look into all alleged instances of corrupt government transactions from 66 on? Just saying. Caribbean nations are hoping to reduce their annual food import bill by 25% by 2025, but are facing long-standing trade barriers that hinder their efforts. These barriers, implemented by individual nations to protect local employment, are now being seen as detrimental to the interests of Caribbean nations and the CARICOM as a whole. The plan is to produce more food regionally and intensify trade among each other. But certain trade restrictions impact this plan. Guyana is leading the effort to remove these barriers, and the president estimates that at least $7.5 billion will be needed to achieve the 25% reduction goal Caribbean-wide. Zelina Ali, a 59-year-old housewife, has been charged with using threatening language against the president and attempting to excite hostility or ill will towards citizen Reynard Sobers. Ali pleaded not guilty to the first charge and was fined $75,000, but pleaded guilty to the second charge and was placed on $25,000 bail. The matter has been adjourned until May the 5th. Bharat Ramsarak, a cattle farmer in Berbice, has admitted to killing his employee Mahendra Gani over a missing goat in 2017. Ramsarak's son and another worker were freed of the crime due to insufficient evidence. Ramsarak pleaded guilty to manslaughter, and his sentence has been deferred until May the 4th. Sky Ghana Airline, based in the Dominican Republic, will begin serving the Guyana-Canada route from June the 1st, according to an announcement made by CEO Frank Diaz-Gonzalez during a meeting with the president. The airline plans to fly 3 times a week to Canada and will also fly to Houston, Texas in the U.S. Guyana's Minister of Foreign Affairs, Hugh Todd, has requested the support of the group of Latin America and Caribbean states for Guyana's candidacy for a non-permanent seat on the UN Security Council for 2024 to 2025. If elected, Guyana will focus on climate change, food insecurity, conflict, children in armed conflict, youth, women, peace building, and conflict prevention. The election will be held on June the 6th, 2023 in New York. Guyana is the region's sole candidate for the one vacant seat and has received the confirmed support of all 32 members of the group of Latin American and Caribbean states. Administrative Professionals Week is coming up, and there's no better way to show your appreciation than with flowers from Shanice's Flowerland. We have a wide selection of beautiful flowers to choose from, including roses, sunflowers, and stunning desk arrangements, starting as low as $6,000. Our gifts are sure to brighten up any workplace and put a smile on anyone's face. With convenient payment options like PayPal, MMG, and Cash App, ordering from us is quick and easy. It's as simple as contacting us on Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp at 645-1189. Come visit us at Shanice's Flowerland at the Movietown Mall and let us help you say thank you in the most beautiful way. Robbery season might be over, but the streets are still mean. That's why you need to get security for your home or business with Sheriff Security. Sheriff Security has well-trained guards, armed and unarmed patrol, marine patrol, canine services. These people even got drones. Why? Because your security is their highest priority. You've seen the rest. Now hire the best. Hire Sheriff Security Service today. Now for our Uncut News Viewers Poll question of the day. Every day we pose a question about current events in Ghana, the region, the diaspora, and how you fear it least was. Last night I asked, how do you feel about the police when it comes to dealing with crime? But before we get to that, I'm proud to announce our latest addition to the Noble Army, Richard Singh, who is supporting us at the reporter level, the highest level of monthly support we've received so far. So thank you, Richard Singh. And also, a special thank you to David Griffith, Dion Nascimento, Project Zero, and Dimitri V. I appreciate you all. And if you're watching at home and you'd like to support our movement, just hit the link in the video description. Kirby Howard says the police are more concerned with who's in their vehicles trying to have some adult fun. Ishmael Hirsch says too much private security, and those private security firms have a lot of dangerous people working within them. And Country Queen says more patrols when it could be the same police doing the thieving. Sounds like we all have a pretty negative view towards the police here. Now for tonight's question. If Guyana does actually win the non-permanent seat on the UN Security Council, what are some other things the government should try to fight for on our behalf? I want you to think about that question. Tell us in the comments below. If your response is good enough, we just might feature it in our next episode. Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight, and check us out tomorrow for another. Until then, I'm Nico Bulford saying good night, folks.